guys, my cousins Caroline and Jack are here with me today, and we're going to be making confetti meatloaf. So what we need to do, we're going to get a lot of cool things into this meatloaf, make it nice and moist and really delicious. So Jack, I'm going to give you some onions, peppers, and carrots. And can you saute them on the pan for us?
Yeah.
Okay, olive oil for you. And then you want to toss those in there? Here, you can use your spoon if you need help. There we go. I'm going to have you man the veggies, okay? Caroline, so once Jack's sauteing those veggies, we're going to get started with our turkey meat. See there? I have it in the bowl. We have 1.5 pounds of turkey meat. And to that, we're going to add a whole bunch of things. Now, this is quinoa. And you want to dump that in for us? Quinoa is a whole grain. I know it looks kind of funny, right? Have you ever seen it before? Yeah? Okay, let's see. Maybe I need to help you out. It's kind of stuck in there, right? So it's pre-cooked quinoa and cooled. All right, we're going to take a 1/4 cup of tomato paste. And this is kind of fun. So Caroline, you can squirt this. You have to press kind of hard, I think. I love using the tubes instead of the cans because I never use an entire can. So it just makes more sense. You can save it much easier. You need a little help from the top here? Whoop! That's good enough. Okay, so give that a nice dump in there, and I'll get a fork for you. And just dump it in. There we go. Perfect. Okay, and now 2 tablespoons of mustard. Scoop, scoop, and dump. And you can tap it on the side of the bowl. There we go. You're doing that, I'm going to add some fresh cracked black pepper to give it nice flavor, and some kosher salt. So Caroline, I add the quinoa in there, that funny grain, because it helps make our meatloaf nice and fluffy. But it also is a great grain because it has lots of protein, so it makes you nice and strong, and it helps you stay full longer. So it's a great grain to use. While I'm adding the garlic, I know this is kind of a really giant bowl for you, but if you can take the fork and sort of fluff everything together like this. You do that, and I'll do the garlic. Jack, how's it coming over there? Good. Good? I hear it sizzling. We're just going to give this garlic a really rough chop here. Finishes mixing. There we go. And the garlic just gives a lot of flavor to our meatloaf. Okie dokie. Okay. Boom. In we go. Alright, Caroline, I got our last couple ingredients. Parmesan cheese. You can put 2 big spoonfuls of that in there. And then I'll crack an egg to add some moisture. Put the eggshells in our little compost collector. And then Jack, how are those veggies doing? You ready to come over here? Yeah. Perfect timing, Jack. You can set that here. And we will dump these veggies. Wow, these look great. Nice and tender. And we'll just add them into our meatloaf. So a lot of ingredients go into the meatloaf, but it's pretty easy, right? So the last thing we're going to do, Jack, I'm going to have you chop up, sorry sweetie, chop up some of this parsley. I got this parsley from a farm right near me called Hickory Farm, so it's super fresh. So this is kind of fun. You just grab it and rip off a whole bunch of parsley. And then Caroline, I'm going to have you take this as thyme, okay? So look, take the thyme off, you just hold it at the top, and you pull the leaves down. Whoop, and then sprinkle it in. Easy, right? So you want to do that with me? Alright, Jack, you want to chop your parsley up? So what I like to do is kind of wad it up together with one hand, and then chop it like this, okay? So just be careful with your fingers, and tuck your fingers in like that so that you don't nick your fingers, okay?
It's really strong too.
Yeah, it smells really strong. And you know what? That strong smell means it's going to give our meatloaf a really nice flavor. Alright, the thyme. Do you smell the thyme? It's kind of lemony. Really good. All set to go. All we're going to do is to form these into little meatloaf shapes, put them on our baking dish, and pop them in the oven 350 degrees for about 30 to 35 minutes.
Alright.
Alright. Alright. Jack, you want to give it to our last stir? Because you haven't gotten to stir yet. Just really give it a big, strong stir. Look at the colors in there. See why? That's why I call it confetti meatloaf. You know, confetti has tons of different colors. I saw you wash your hands before, so We all know we've got clean hands, so everybody's gonna get their hands dirty. Now when you touch raw meat, you have to be really careful not to, you know, touch your mouth or anything like that. You wash your hands right away afterwards. So let's go in and just scoop out a little handful of meat, right? Everybody scoop.
All right.
Scoop in. Good job. Okay, now really gently kind of pat it together. We're gonna do little personal loaves. That's great, Caroline, perfect. And it's kind of good because the amount of meat that we should eat is kind of the same size as the palm of our hand. So when you scoop your own meatloaf, you're scooping the exact size that you should be eating. Pretty cool, huh? Jack, can you do me a favor and in the fridge grab the ketchup? It's in the door.
Okay.
That's going to be a topping on top of our meatloaf. Just squirt a little, like, make shapes and stuff on top. And pop them in the oven, 350 degrees for about 30 to 35 minutes. All right, so we're all set. We've got our meatloaf out of the oven. Are you guys ready to give it a try? Yep. See how you did? Alrighty, dig in. Now to all you moms out there and dads, I just want to make a note that in 2 simple recipes, we got in 5 amazing veggies, 2 incredible fruits, and even a whole grain. So how amazing is that?
Really good.
What do you think, Caroline? How do you like your meatloaf?